All right, shalom, shalom, kol Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashem Rakak Badash. All praises to Yahweh, who the world calls God, whose name is He is and He exists. Bashim means in the name. Yahushai's name of the Son, who the world calls Jesus Christ, whose name is He deliverer, He salvation. Okay. I'm Kaya here, back with another video, and I'm gonna just make this real quick. It's gonna be one of those. Oh shit, Salakia. It's gonna be one of those in my kitchen videos that I see the elders do from time to time. You know, more particular Elder Apostle Gabar. Excuse me. And so yeah, this is gonna be one of those videos real quick. I'm not gonna do any food prep, but I just want to kind of go over what I do. To prepare for the work week. I work in a warehouse. I work 10-hour days for 4 days, sometimes 5 or whatever. And I just want to kind of go over what I make for the work week and things of that nature. And even on my days off, so I do exercise. I do work out. By the way, I work out about the 3, sometimes 4 days a week. If it's a slow week, sometimes I work out 2 days a week. But I make sure I always get my workouts in and things of that nature. But anyway, so in my kitchen, I do have ginger and garlic. Okay, look up the benefits of ginger and garlic. A lot of it is testosterone boosting, anti-inflammatory agents and things of that nature. Okay, like I said in the video before, I'm not really a science guy or whatever the case, but I know both ginger and garlic, they do help fight infections and chronic illnesses and things of that nature. So brothers, if you're not eating it, the bitter herbs and things of that nature, get up on the ginger and the garlic. By the way, a lot of these things that I'm going to show you, they are, they can get pricey. So if you not a brother well off, I say eat these things in moderation. Thawadi Yahaba Shem Al-Shah, I've been put in some type of situation to where I could buy these things on a regular or what have you. So that's the ginger and garlic I use them in smoothies. I make vegetable smoothies and things of that nature. I usually get these 50-50 blends from my supermarket, and I'll just kind of I'll put it in the smoothie. I'm actually about to make this tonight. I had made something earlier, but I'm making another one tonight to put in the mason jars. All right, so what's in here is celery, okay? And I could leave a video and a link on, the smoothies that I make and who I follow to make these smoothies. But in here's celery, cucumber, lemon, garlic, ginger, the 50-50 blend that I just showed you, green apples or Granny Smith apples. And I also use beet powder, okay? I also use beet powder. So let me show you brothers this, show you what I use. Here it is. Well, here's one. All right, I buy these from Walmart, okay, because I do not like beets. But this right here, this beet powder, okay, it's made with pomegranate. It's made with pomegranate, and I love pomegranate. There's also, of course, a lot of nutritional benefits eating and drinking pomegranate juice. All right, and pomegranate and beets, they do enhance nitric oxide, which is basically for your blood flow or whatever, and erections. And just energy in general, because we need our blood flowing, and this is why it's important to exercise when you're taking, when you're eating food in general, because you want to keep your blood flow up. So go for walks, just do some exercise like calisthenics. I do resistance training and strength training, so I'm lifting heavy, every workout, and then I'll go for walks pretty much every day, or pretty much every day I go for walks and stuff like that. So I also drink teas. I drink this tea. I don't need it too much anymore, but sometimes it's nice to drink right before bed. This is Celestials. This is Sleepy Time, and it's a herbal tea. It helps with sleep. It really does. So you drink, if you want to drink that, a little bit before you go to bed. There's a good chance. If you're a brother that deals with insomnia or whatever the case, like I used to when I was drinking all heavy and stuff like that, this will definitely help you go to sleep. I like buying these just for taste, just for fun. Hibiscus tea bags. Hibiscus tea is real good. I also have a hibiscus wild raspberry flavor and things of that nature. And I got other teas as well. And I got seasonings in the cabinet. Fenugreek seeds are real good. So what you do with these, all right, look up the benefits or whatever the case. Um, what you do with these, or what I do with these, I put them in a mason jar, and I hold it overnight, and I'll drink them the next day. Now, when you put these in water, when you put these in water, the water should turn yellow, because what the water is doing is taking the flavoring from up for the fenugreek seeds, and then you could just drink that. And this is also something else that helps fight, colds and infections. For when the winter, well, when the cold months come, or just in general. And I'll say this too: one of the best things to do to avoid flus and colds and things of that nature is to avoid stress and anxiety, because I used to deal with that shit real fucking bad. Okay, but in order to help further avoid colds, because I'll say this, one of the main things that kept me sick over the years was just being stressed out, like chronically stressed and things of that nature. And that's one thing you don't want to do. You do not want to be stressed out. I also eat this with my salad. All right, these super seeds is basically a blend of seeds that it has fiber. Oh, the camera's a little blurry, Salakia. All right, so it has 8 grams of fiber per serving, 6 grams per protein, 5 grams of omega-3 fatty acids, which omega-3s is also good for sleep. That helps with sleep as well. Okay, and then omega-3s is also which contained in fatty fishes like tuna, salmon, anchovy, etc., etc. Okay, the fishes, the lawful fishes that we're supposed to be eating. Okay, but I do recommend salmon. Unfortunately, I do not have salmon this week because that shit is expensive. But maybe another time. So over here, after the ginger and the garlic, I have Manuka honey. Now I buy Manukora honey from off of Amazon, and I usually buy the 50 mg kind. I bought a 50 mg and things of that nature. I have fermented garlic right here. All right, so fermented garlic, it's forgot exactly what it does, but I know it's good for you. But you could basically store this for however long you want. And whatchamacallit, of course, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and things of that nature. All of this stuff that I'm showing you right here, this is the foods. These are the foods that prevents you from getting sick. That prevents the cancers and the diabetes and all of that shit that Esau through poisoning the food and ourselves not maintaining our bodies over the course of time. That kills us. These are the foods that help push those things away, that helps our body fight those things, that raises the white blood cells, which those are your warrior blood cells, the blood cells that fight off the infections and the bacterias. I said I was going to post results on these strawberries. I've been holding these in a mason jar for 2 weeks now, if I'm not mistaken. 2 weeks, because I saw a brother had made a post about, I think it was a woman or whoever it was, they had made a post saying that they had strawberries in a jar for I think like 3 weeks or something like that. So I just thought it was dope, and I said I was gonna show the progress and stuff like that. So nothing honestly, nothing really changed, man. The strawberries, like, they're still intact and things. So I just kind of that's really where this video is stemming from. Just the update on the strawberries. So I did do it like I said I would. So the strawberries look like they're still intact and things of that nature. So that's dope. I have apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, if you drink it, in the morning or before bed, doesn't really matter. It does help with it does help with fat loss. Okay, there's a lot more research on that. For brothers who want to look it up. The apple cider vinegar, it does promote fat loss or fat burning and things of that nature because of the acidity level inside of it. All right, so I get it. All right. I got my nuts here. Now I want to say because these are mixed nuts, I do want to say this, concerning ingredients. It does have sunflower oil or canola oil, okay, and it's okay to eat those things in moderation, but naturally canola oil, like any type of vegetable oil, is not really good for our systems, okay, but you can eat it in moderation. Just don't eat it in abundance or whatever the case. So on my breaks at work, I just kind of snack on these. I have 2 15-minute breaks and 1 30-minute break. This bread right here is fucking excellent. All right, it's kind of small, but You know, we don't need to be eating super duper heavy anyway. Then it's gluten free. All right. And it has no dairy, no soy, it has no nuts in it and stuff like that. And the same thing with canola oil. The same thing with canola oil. You really don't want to over consume soy because it does have estrogen compounds, which is not good for us, especially as men, especially if you somebody working on you a brother working on your testosterone real heavy. Okay, you want to avoid excessive amounts of soy. So this bread and Ezekiel bread, is good for you. All right. Laudemio olive oil. Now, I bought this watching this man on YouTube. His name is Dr. Eric Berg. Okay, this also helps with This also has anti-inflammatory properties, and it's an antioxidant, so it helps. Once again, fights colds and infections. Okay, you wanna pour this all over your salads. Okay, when you make your salads with your whether it's grilled chicken or you make it with tomatoes, onions, etc., etc. Okay, I'm talking about drown your salad in this. All right, this is the real olive oil. You can smell it, taste it. It's the real deal. Okay, so this is Laudemio. I got this on Amazon. All right, for I think it was like $34. So it's pretty pricey. It's pretty pricey. And a bottle ain't all that big either. So once again, like if you're a brother with a financially good situation, then you should be all right, or whatever the case. But if not, then you know what I'm saying. Like brothers, just take your time, or whatever the case, and eat all the other bullshit in moderation. All right, the scriptures say we will eat our defiled breads among the Gentiles. So just do the best you possibly can. Okay. Also, I do not buy Skippy or Jif peanut butter because it has way too many ingredients in there that we ought not to be eating. And so I use this as well for my protein shakes. All right, this is Crazy Richards. All right, 100% peanuts, and when you look at the ingredients, that's literally all it is. It's just ingredients, peanuts. All right, that's all it is. That's all it is. Okay. So this is pretty oily too. Okay, so this is some real good peanut butter. I looked it up on Google. It has some really good reviews. I eat this as well. Nate's 100% pure organic raw and unfiltered honey. All right, I just use this when I'm not using Manuka honey because Manuka honey is so thick. Then this is just a nice quick squeeze. This is also pretty pricey. I think this one was like $9. Then I bought this one as well on Sue's Organic Raw and Unfiltered, a product of Brazil. All right, so Asher, this came out of Asher, so-called Brazilians. Okay, so I eat that as well. What else? All right, going back to the fridge. I said I love pomegranate, so I'll be buying these at times. I actually found out about this from brothers down south when I was down there in Charlotte camping with brothers. So pomegranate, once again, nitric oxide. All right, healthy blood flow, anti-inflammatory properties, all of that good stuff, man. I'm talking about this, it tastes great too. It tastes amazing. Okay. This right here is a blend from the smoothie that I'm gonna make right here. This is what I'm gonna make later on, and this is the final product. It comes out in a pretty red color because of the total beets that I use in it. It comes out in a pretty red color. Now it's a little, the taste is a little rough or whatever the case, but it's fine, man. Because anything that's gonna prevent you from getting sick or whatever the case, it's gonna be worth the just downing it. Just getting it into your system. And like I said, make sure you're exercising when you're taking all of these things, man. Okay. I like to eat dark chocolate. I'm not really a brother with a sweet tooth. However, I do like my sweets from time to time. Okay, so I buy a Moser Roth dark chocolate. All right, and these are great. You could buy these at Aldi. You probably could get them online from somewhere too, but I buy these at Aldi. Or whatever the case, these are real good. This one right here, somebody at work had put me on. All right, this is dark cranberry. And my favorite one, I would have to say, is dark orange almond. All right, dark chocolate also has, of course, medicinal properties. All right, it helps with libido. Okay, it helps with, blood flow. And something else, I don't remember. Like I said, you can look all of these things up. I do eat cheese. I do eat my dairy from time to time. And though I say from time to time, I really eat cheese every day because you actually use cheese for breakfast. I I buy a lot of eggs. I'm usually buying anywhere between 3 to 4 cartons of, 18 count eggs. So I love eggs, man. And eggs is a superfood. For you brothers not in the know, eggs is definitely a superfood. So you want to incorporate eggs in, pretty much every meal, because that's what I do. I incorporate eggs in, my breakfast and my lunch, because I don't really do dinner. I try to stop eating after a certain time, or I eat a lot less. Okay, what I make for breakfast, I make ground beef, eggs, onions, and broccoli, which I have down here. Let me see, what is it? Oh yeah, I got cucumbers too. I already told you, but I put cucumbers in the smoothie. All right, that's high in nitrates. Okay, which helps enhance it helps enhance the production of nitric oxide. Also, breathing through your nose. Okay, breathe through your nose. Try to avoid having your mouth open too much when you breathe. All right, because when you breathe in through your nose, that that helps the circulation of nitric oxide throughout your body and things of that nature. Okay, so back to the meal prep. I do buy asparagus. I love asparagus. Okay, I do asparagus for lunch, and also bell peppers. All right, red, green, yellow. Okay, I do buy asparagus. Here's the rest of my onion from last week, what I used last week. I'm going to use this for breakfast. Like I said, for breakfast I make ground beef, eggs, onions, and broccoli. That's what I was reaching for. And broccoli. All right, and it's an amazing breakfast, and I throw the cheese on it too and stuff like that. And I usually eat after I finish my workout. I work out anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, depending on how late I want to get out of bed or what have you. Of course, on my days off, I could just wake up whenever I want and work out for however long as I want to, stuff like that. I buy lemons. Okay, I use this like I said, for my smoothie and stuff like that. Now for my lunches, because I told you about my breakfast, for my lunches I got celery down here too. For my lunches, I make asparagus, bell peppers. Sometimes I'm eating mushrooms. Mushrooms are also real good for you too, if you can get past the texture. Because when I was younger, I used to fucking hate mushrooms. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I used to hate mushrooms and stuff like that. And sometimes I eat that for lunch, or I eat it like when I get home. I'd like to snack on these sometimes. Once again, everything in moderation, because this does have a pretty good amount of sodium and stuff like that. I started eating quinoa recently. I would have to say, because carbs is of course good for you. We're supposed to be eating carbohydrates and stuff like that. The thing is, with simple carbohydrates like white rice, white potatoes, or ripe potatoes and things of that nature. The thing with simple carbohydrates, if consumed in abundance and stuff like that, it could give you pimples. It could give you I believe it's type 2 diabetes if you eat too much of it. So you want to be careful on carb loading. All right, and that's if you a brother working out, you want to be careful with carb loading and things of that nature. Even though carbs, when you exercise, carbs help hydrate the muscles or whatever. So after you exercise or before you exercise, however you operate and stuff like that, you can load carbs into your muscles, and that'll make you bigger. That'll give you that progressive growth, as long as you continue to lift heavy. Okay, but you want to balance carbs out with healthy fats or healthy oils like olive oil / avocado oil. Okay, so I do eat carbs. It's just sometimes I like to swap my carbs out for a quinoa, or my rice out for quinoa. And quinoa, this is actually real good. I was kind of suspicious about it at first, but this is actually really good. And you could, if you're a brother with a rice cooker, you could pretty much make it the same way you make rice. You can make it the same way you make rice. Okay. Now these, I don't be fucking with these noodles like that, because I'm eating a little bit better now. Barakatiyah haba shimi hao, so I don't really fuck with the noodles like that. But if you're a brother on a low budget or whatever the case, just you can eat these, but try to avoid the packets inside, because they are very, very high in sodium. One of the best ways to balance out sodium or any high salt content foods, all right, drink a lot of water. And I make sure I consume a lot of water throughout my work day. All right, I got a little tea maker right here. What else? And concerning smoothies, going back to the smoothies, I also make like berry smoothies. And what I use for the berry smoothies, I use this stuff right here, Planet Oak. I did go on YouTube and look at some reviews for it, so this is actually okay to drink. All right, I haven't come across a video that said anything, grossly terrible about it. So if you come across this in the stores, because I don't fuck with dairy too much, I think I'm lactose intolerant and things of that nature, and it just doesn't do good for my energy levels. The same thing with carbs. If I'm eating too many carbs, then I feel like all real slow and bloated and things of that nature all the time. But when I make my smoothies, like when I make my berry smoothies, I like to make this. I like to use this to blend it as far as a liquid, stuff like that. And the berries I use are right here. I got this from Walmart, and these are actually a decent price. All right, this is a berry medley. All right, and in it has blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. Okay, and that is a great source of fiber. And when I tell you, brothers and sisters, I be shitting good. Not to get graphic, not to get graphic like that, but that's really what fiber helps with. It helps with digestion and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying. It helps break the food down and stuff like that. So yeah, when I use the bathroom, when I do number 2, it comes out real good. It's solid and it sinks to the bottom. That's how you want your stools to be. You want your stools to be solid and sink to the bottom. Okay, and they shouldn't stink. They shouldn't stink. Okay. I had did a video a while back on this before. I do eat beef bacon. I do like eating the cow and things of that nature. So I'll be buying this in a few packs, stuff like that. This is just another beef ingredient or whatever the case. And I got some other stuff in here, but that's pretty much what's in my kitchen. What I like to whip up. Oh yeah, that's right. I also buy these sparkling waters, and I got a subscription for these right here. These are fucking excellent. I cut out beer recently. I only drink wine. That's the only alcohol I drink. And I cut out beer recently, but my replacement for beer, whenever I want something fizzy and things of that nature, I do have a subscription to Aquavitae to have them ship these out to me, like every month. So they send it like the first of every month and shit like that. And this is one of my favorite flavors, pineapple lemonade and stuff like that. It has a bunch of health benefits to it as well. Let me see if it's yeah, it says lower sugar, live probiotics, clean ingredients, antioxidants and enzymes, gluten-free, GMO-free, vegan-friendly, paleo-friendly. Okay, so and then it says tangy and sweet, and that's exactly what it is. It's real good. These are fucking excellent. I love it. And pineapple lemonade those are two of my favorite fruits. And like I said, I got the stuffed mushrooms and things of that nature. Or I got the sparkling water, or whatever the case. And yeah, that's pretty much what's in my kitchen. And yeah, man. All right, keep this in mind too. Oh yeah, I got guacamole and hummus. I usually eat that with the celery or crackers, or sometimes I'll put the guacamole on bread or whatever, and I'll eat maybe like an egg or something like that with it. And if I'll say this too, if you're one of those brothers who like midnight snacking, there's nothing wrong with that. The thing is, you want to eat foods, or if you want to eat before you go to bed, eat foods that are easily digestible. Okay, bread, guacamole, and eggs and things of that nature, those are foods that are easily digestible. Okay, you want to eat foods that you can digest easily. Okay, because remember, before you go to bed, you're cutting off your growth hormone, because your body is breaking down food, okay, while you sleep. All right, so you want to try to stop eating. I believe it's about between 3 and 5 hours before bed. But if you're one of those brothers that just can't help it before you go to bed, and you want to eat before you go to sleep, I recommend about 2 to 3 hours before you go to sleep. If you want to eat something real quick, try to do it between 2 and 3 hours before you go to sleep. That's how I operate. And make sure you lay on your left side. Right, because when you lay on your left side, that helps with digestion. All right, but anyway, yeah, like I said, that's in my kitchen. Turkey burgers and shit. And always remember, the scriptures do say the medicines, come out of the earth, man. All right, and he that is wise will not abhor them. All All right, so I believe that's Sirach the 38th chapter. Okay, but make sure you look into all of these things if you was edified, and just go ahead, build your kitchen up. Okay, Shalom. Also, forgot to mention, that's why I'm adding this little part two to this video. This is Primal Kitchen mayo real mayonnaise. All right, mayonnaise and avocado oil. Okay, and the reason why I started buying this, which is also fucking expensive. Okay, but it's decent. It's decent. But the reason why I started buying this is because, Hellman's mayonnaise and, Duke mayonnaise, they do have like a good amount of soy in it. And like I said in the video, or in the first little part, um soy is really not good. All right, soy in excess is not good if you're trying to build up your testosterone. All right, which is what I'm trying to do. Okay, and once again, if you eating all of these foods, eating all of these healthy foods, you need to be exercising. Brothers need to be exercising. Okay, to some degree, whether it's 2 times a week, do some heavy lifting, all right, or 3 times a week, or however you do it. Just do it, but don't overdo it. Anyway, the ingredients in this is avocado oil, organic eggs, organic egg yolks, organic vinegar, sea salt, all right, which is better than regular table iodized salt, organic rosemary extract, and yeah. So this is actually, and this is real good. This is I would have to say this is way better than Hellman's and Duke's anyway. That's loaded with all of that fatty and soy shit. So that's that. And I was at one point in time eating soy sauce, even though I was on the road to cutting out soy content. And soy sauce, you can eat it once again in moderation, just like everything else. But I decided that I wanted to find a replacement, so I bought a Worcestershire sauce. All right, and this is good as well. Ingredients include distilled white vinegar, molasses, sugar, water, salt, onions, anchovies, garlic, cloves, tamarind extract, natural flavorings, chili pepper extract. Okay, you also want to watch out for foods with natural flavorings. Once again, you can eat it in moderation. You can eat it in moderation. All right, but that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. And of course, I buy hot sauce. And I eat that from time to time and stuff like that. But oh yeah, that's right. And I buy this as well and stuff like that. Like whenever I don't have time to, or whenever I choose not to make time to, cut up lemons and add it to the water, I just kind of dash this in a little bottle of water and I take it with me to work, and that's pretty much it. Either the lemon juice or the apple cider vinegar. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Shalom.